to it.
It keeps saying
blurry. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's new.
All right.
It's focusing.
It's focusing. We need more light.
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, God. There we go.
We are in
Man.
full HD.
Oh, jeez. This is horrible. This is horrible. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you
Welcome.
kind of have a pirate stash.
So this right here, right out the gate.
What, like a week?
I have been insane the past week. So I call this porno pirate. Porn pirate.
I think it makes him look like the Count of Monte Cristo, and I will say that every time because it's like one of those thin pirate mustaches. Like
No.
Except French.
So yeah, somebody's asked if we're gonna be wearing the Beetlejuice shirt tonight. We're gonna be filling up my boobies. I am, because I love this shirt. This is like my new favorite shirt, and it fits so well.
Yeah.
So well. We're still trying to figure out all of the sound. Hopefully you can hear us okay, and hopefully you can see us okay. Are we coming through clear? I said, are we coming through clear? Can you hear us okay?
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Cool
we have gotten
beans.
feedback on the last one that the sound quality had improved with this microphone, which makes us happy. That's why we got it. We were hoping to bring some quality.
So we're kind of adjusting everything. Right now we're doing this out of one room.
Yeah.
We got some things to talk about. Tonight we got a crazy movie. But first, welcome to Saturday night.
Hi.
It's another night of Grimm.
Hi.
All night.
We don't.
It's so cheesy when we do that.
We always mess it up too. So like it makes me happy when I actually I'm on time.
Basically, if you're old enough to remember USA Up All Night on USA starring Gilbert Godfrey or Rhonda Shear, we're nothing like that. We play really, really bad movies. They played bad movies too. But
that was like their shtick.
That was their shtick.
Yeah.
Our shtick is very, very similar. Sometimes we play good stuff, but basically we started doing these watch parties called Grimm Up All Night so we can hang out with you guys during quarantine, and it kind of has become
a tradition.
Yeah. We have no plans on stopping. I can't guarantee that the movies we play are going to be great. They're probably going to get a lot worse, to be honest. So make sure you start drinking in due time. Have snacks. I said snacks. She said shtick. I said snacks. Tonight we're playing Terror Vision. If you've never seen it, you're in for a visually treat.
I haven't.
It's crazy.
I haven't seen it.
It's weird.
You know, I always try to go into these things without spoilers, and Michael always says fuck that and then forces me to watch a trailer, and I'm like, god damn it, why are you spoiling this for me? Like, I want to go. And he's like, because you talk too much.
I did tell her that today. She
and he's not wrong.
No,
honestly,
it's perfectly fine. But I was like, you missed the movie quite often, so now is the great time to show you what
I
watching.
might miss. Yeah, no, so I know what to look for now. But I mean, he's not wrong. I guess I enjoy talking to you guys, you know, and so I'm usually half watching the movie, half talking to you guys. I like talking to you more than I like watching the movie, you know. So if it's a new one for me, I do miss a lot of it anyway. So at least I'll get the premise of what tonight's about.
Okay, so Grimm, Gregory Brown, Jeff, Apocalypto, Amy M, Lincoln, Mr. Geek Out, AJ Mason. We love that you're all here.
Hannon.
We're seeing some new faces, some old faces, and we're loving it.
Yeah.
Who here this is their very first Grimm Up All Night watch party? Who is a Grimm Up All Night virgin?
Or as we like to say, the sacrificial bunny.
Right. Okay. Grim Joker, this isn't your first time. You know what? I think we need to reword our because there's all kinds of people who is not their first time, but this is their first time, but it's not, but it is. But
like
it's okay.
Seeing this movie,
yes.
Maybe, you know?
First time doing a Grimm Up All Night. It is what it is. You're all new. This is
Grateful
fun.
Guinevere. It's her first time.
So basically, this is how it works. You
John
may
Thornton?
have seen other people do watch parties, whether it was on Netflix or something like that. We attempted doing this just like that, and we kind of found this little thing. What we're doing now, it works for us because we have people watching from all over the world.
Yes.
Canada, Singapore, Australia, Brazil, all over the place.
Scotland.
So we do our watch parties like this. You need 2 screens if you want to watch the movie and listen to us talk or watch us talk. A television, a telephone, cell phone, I'm sorry, or a laptop and a, what do they call them? Oh, iPads, tablets.
Yeah.
If you want the full experience, you need both of those.
Or also a Switch, because you can download YouTube to Switch, and it's really nice, actually. I like watching YouTube on Switch a lot.
You can choose to just watch us and hang out with us, because sometimes, what's up, Scott? Lone Wolf Adventures. You can choose to hang out with us only. Sometimes we say stupid stuff.
Just sometimes.
Or you can just watch the movie. Either way, Saturday night, this is something fun. And hopefully you get to watch a movie that you have never seen before.
Or one that you're really fond of, at least.
Yes.
Half the time. Yeah.
It's
not always horror, but we do try.
Right? Yeah. The link to tonight's video is in the description of this video, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Open it, queue it up, however way you want. We're going to watch it at midnight. And if you get lost...
Yes, and 2 tabs if you're on a laptop.
Yes. You can yell out tramp stamp, and we will tell you where we are in the movie.
Or just timestamp, that's fine too. But it's become like a thing to just yell tramp stamp, so that's fine.
Everybody got it? Everybody good? Everybody good? Cool beans. All right.
I'm really excited to announce something tonight.
Aaron has brought fellow members Landon and Charla. Welcome.
Hi.
So we got a couple new people. I got some messages recently, and people are saying that, hey, I've turned some of their friends and family members on to Grim Up All Night, and they are going to be here tonight. So hello, newcomers, and turn back now. Just like turn off your computer and run. Just go.
Want to see me showing my age? Watch.
Do it.
What am I?
I don't know.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
That was a whole thing in the 80s, man. That was an ordeal, I tell you.
I feel like we're not
crisp.
Well, I feel like we're as crisp as we can get, but I feel like we are not
HD.
No, framed properly. I'm big on framing our videos. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys. If you follow us on social media, you may have seen we dropped a pretty big announcement this past week.
At the end of our most recent video.
Yeah, we said, hey, we have an announcement coming out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And we posted it. And yes, we are moving to California at the end of the year.
Yes.
Los Angeles.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that one. Yeah, so,
The reception that we got, 50-50. Was don't do it, and it was very politically based. And the other 50% was we completely understand why you're going, and we think it's going to be good. Got some news for you. We're still going, and we're taking you guys with us. Well, I mean, with the camera. So hang on for the ride, because it's going to be a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Dexter location for sure. That was one of the ones we were talking about. There's so many filming locations to do. Plus, we are going to do a road trip all the way up there.
Almost 2.5 weeks on the road filming to there. Yeah. So a lot of stuff's coming.
Yeah. But that's not even the announcement that I was talking about.
Jessica has an announcement.
I'll get into that in a little bit. Let people trickle in, because at the end of the most recent video was that we were at the tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights 30.
Yes.
And if you watched the video all the way until the end, then you probably know what I'm going to be talking about.
There was a giant bag of cat food.
It was totally cat food.
It was cat food. It was
heavy.
Regurgitated cat food.
My arm hurt.
That we're gifting to you guys.
Yeah.
Regurgitated cat food. Hopefully you have a cat, because if not, you're going to be eating.
Why would it be regurgitated?
Because it's mushier.
It's gross.
It's not gross.
That's icky.
Classically deceased got it. So go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. So, okay. We're doing a giveaway.
Say what?
It's going to be a big giveaway.
No. Why not small?
Why not small?
Why can't we do a small giveaway?
Well, we're going to add small giveaways to it. So here's the thing. We're trying something different. There are so many awesome things related to Beetlejuice for this year that we wanted to do something really special for you guys because it's a huge thing. COVID has everything shut down. Oh my God. Thank you, Scott.
Mr. Scott and everybody else that is here. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, travel is shut down for a lot of people. A lot of people who would normally come to Halloween Horror Nights every year are, for the first time, breaking a lot of traditions by not being able to come. So there's a lot of depression flooding through the Halloween community and the horror community, on top of what they're already dealing with having to deal with COVID and, you know, job relations stress and all this sort of stuff. So we just kind of want to give something back.
Beetlejuice
Themed. So here's what I was thinking.
What were you thinking, Jessica?
We are going to donate an entire collection of the Beetlejuice merchandise from Halloween Horror Nights 30, but we're going to do it as a raffle. So that means that for $5, you would purchase a ticket. If you purchase every 5 tickets you purchase, you will double your entry. So you'll get 10 instead of 5. And you will get a t-shirt with choice of your size up to a 1X.
This t-shirt.
This t-shirt. The Beetlejuice keychain, the Beetlejuice pin, the Beetlejuice lanyard, and the Moldomatic Frankenstein wax mold.
We need to go back.
Oh, and face mask, which I have. I think I have one here.
There's which I don't think we got it. We have to go back.
But
did you get the book in the tin, the handbook for recently deceased?
I did not, but that's the thing is depending on how well the raffle goes, is we will keep adding other individual raffles to do. So that's going to be like the biggest part. That's going to be the prize winner.
Well, right now they also announced that they have added even more Beetlejuice merchandise. They have a brim hat, like there's a hat that has the Beetlejuice, this logo on it says Beetlejuice on it. So as they keep bringing out more and more Beetlejuice merchandise, we're going to keep adding it to the pot.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
We have the raffle tickets.
Yeah. So I actually went and bought some raffle tickets. I know that's really quiet. You can't see it.
So you don't even have to come to Halloween Horror Nights. If you're a fan of Beetlejuice, which is this big thing for Halloween Horror Nights, you can get every single Beetlejuice HHN item that they have.
Possibly, because they've released stuff while we're not being there. So
for just even like a $5 thing.
Right.
You buy one $5 raffle ticket, you get entered in, and you can win. It's almost a couple $100 worth of stuff.
Yeah. So if the raffle goes well, it hasn't started yet. We're going to add a listing to our website
of everything that's there.
Yeah, I'm going to take pictures so you can see everything up front, see what everything looks like, and you can buy your entry through the website. We'll be advertising it. Once it starts, we're going to run for either 5 or 7 days. We haven't decided that. Keep watching social media because you'll see everything. But if we sell enough tickets, I will just keep adding more stuff for you to be able to win during the raffle. So if you don't win the main prize, the big pot, I will have other Beetlejuice merchandise for you to possibly win. So if you don't get the big one, maybe you'll get a lanyard, maybe you'll get a mask, maybe you'll get a t-shirt by itself, maybe you'll get the handbook. I mean, the more raffle tickets that go, the more I'm going to add in as individual entry winners, aside from the massive big pot. So
look for it on social media.
I'm really excited.
On our Facebook, Instagram, and
on YouTube. I love
filling
out tickets. It's just fun. It's like being at a carnival.
When it goes live, we're going to announce it on our social media, and then you'd have to go to grimlifecollective.com, and there's going to be a little spot there on our shop for that. And like I said, we're going to take pictures of everything, and it's going to be updated all the time with a list of everything that's in the grand prize. So bear with it. Yeah.
So we will run it for at least a solid week before we pull the entry, because we know that sometimes, things can get a little squirrely throughout the week. Everyone has different paydays, or you might have a big bill due or anything like that. And we're wanting to do it through the Grim Life Collective website, or just through Patreon.
Mr. Jeff, thank you.
You can, if you're not familiar with using our website, you can also send us a personal message through any of our Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, and let us know that you're maybe buying tickets through just PayPal. That's fine. We won't receive raffle entries through the YouTube live videos, through the super chat, because that gets a little messy. I don't have your address, and then getting in touch with people who have donated through just live there's no way to track people on YouTube.
Website's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
so
I
the
can't
website.
Go through the chat and stuff and look you guys up. So.
You're fine. We're just going to keep saying the website. You got to go to the website. It keeps track of everything.
Yeah,
and that'll help us out.
It puts in your address and all that fun stuff.
And we will pick the winner on a live
yes.
chat like this with you guys, so
yes.
you guys can see how we do everything.
Yes.
Crap. What was I going to say? Shoot. Now, somebody asked, M said, me either. I never win raffles, but I'm going to try. Well, here's the great thing about this. Yes, HHN is huge and Beetlejuice is huge. We are still, we're a rather small channel, and most of our advertising for this thing is going to be on here and through everything. So you have a very, 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 very good chance of winning. You really do. Nothing's going to be rigged. I always get very cautious and leery that there's people out there in the social media who
where it's
things,
not actually random,
right? Yeah. And then it's oh, they know somebody, because I never win either.
Right.
So we're going to do this all with full transparency through you guys, so you guys can see everything.
I'm going to fill out actual raffle tickets, put them in a box, shake it all up. You'll see me draw it on screen and everything. You'll see me draw it live.
Hello, Lindsay.
And
Adventure Industries.
Hopefully, we'll get to do more than one pool. So like I said, the more tickets that are purchased, the more stuff I will throw in for individual raffle wins, on top of being able to win the big one at the end.
And full transparency, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, doing this raffle, we went out and we bought a whole bunch of everything. Everything that they have there, we bought it solely for the sake of this. So a lot of the raffle, the $5 tickets will go towards that. So make sure somebody gets a really, really nice Halloween. Anything after that is going to go directly to the Grim Life Collective, to the move, to the gas tank, and it's all you guys. And hopefully you guys have a good, safe Halloween.
I would say the chances of you buying a single $5 ticket are high of winning $200 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
I think, your chances are really good, equally. And, if not the main pot, you could win the $30 t-shirt, so and
it's going to sell out quick. It really is.
A lot of sizes had already sold out the first time we went. We went back and got some more sizes. So we have.
Well, this is amusing.
Yeah.
So let's say M, you win, or Grim Joker, you win, or Tommy, Arch, you win, or Scott, or Planet Jajuda, you win. We have no idea what size shirts you guys wear.
Right.
So instead of just buying one shirt, we just bought one of each size.
Right.
So whoever wins, we got you covered. And then the rest we'll just give away or something.
When we got into the shop, they had up to a 1X. If we hear that people really want to participate in the raffle, but we don't have their size, I will go back and look for other sizes.
Debbie Black says, can I enter from the UK?
Oh, yes. It's open worldwide.
We do everything worldwide.
That is a big piece of the whole thing. A lot of people limit their entries because it can be a bit pricey to ship overseas. We got you covered. I don't care where you live. You can enter. We will ship it to you. So it's open worldwide.
And you know what? With everything that's going on, can I use Patreon? I don't. Facebook, Twitter, etc. So no. Well, Patreon, we're going to talk about that. So if you go to grimlifecollective.com, which is our official store.
We don't have it up yet.
Right? It's not up yet. We'll let you guys know when. It'll be sometime this week.
Yeah.
But if you go to the website, it's like you're going to a website of your favorite online store and buying a t-shirt. You can do PayPal or you can do Stripe. One of the two.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a specific thing right there. And it'll go strictly towards this. You'll see it. It's gonna be the very first thing we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do Patreon. You don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. We try to keep it as streamlined and simple as possible.
Right. Yeah, I need to be able to track you guys with your address. So with the website, it's just like you're going to the website and buying a sticker, but we're going to have a specific listing where it's going to say buy raffle tickets. You'll see pictures of all the merchandise that we're going to be offering. And an extra small makes me look ripped.
Pirate porn.
So it's just going to be like you're just going to buy, a sticker or a t-shirt or anything like that from a normal website, but we just don't have it listed tonight. So that's why if you go on the website, you don't see it yet. But it does take PayPal and it does take
Stripe, which is regular credit card.
Credit card, yeah.
And if you're there and you want to pick up some, well, how do we do this? I mean, let's just talk about this for a second. Let's say somebody goes to the website and they're like, man, I want to enter this $5 drawing. Right. But they're like, you know what? But I really like this t-shirt. And so they buy a t-shirt or they buy some stickers with that $5. Let's say they spend $20 on other things, 5, 10, 15, 20. Would that be 4 entries? So they can either just buy an entry, a raffle ticket, or they can spend money on the website.
Well, that makes things a little messy, honestly, because I have no way of knowing that if the person buying a Grim Life Collective t-shirt is interested in purchasing the raffle.
So do strictly just the raffle.
Strictly the raffle.
Strictly the raffle.
Yeah. Unless you were to put in a personal note or something, again, that makes it really messy because with purchasing just the raffle, I can go back through that history without having to look into other history and know who's actually participating.
All right. So we have under 10 minutes before it starts. So I think that's enough of that.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us on the grimlifecollective.com, our contact page.
And if you win any piece of the raffle, I will probably be sending you free stickers as well. So.
With that being said, we're done talking about that. We talked for a good little bit, whatever. Yes, we are moving to Southern California right after Christmas. Our official last day in Florida. Our last day officially in Florida is going to be January 2nd, 2021. And then we are going to be taking a road trip for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, filming before we get there.
So much filming.
Of course, follow us on our social media. Follow our videos that we are going to be posting.
Oh, there's going to be so much coming.
If you want to contribute to the Grim Life Collective in any way, shape, or form, aside from just watching, trust me, you just watching goes a long way. Yeah. But through PayPal, through Patreon, for Patreon, you can go, it's a website where you can become a member.
And support us for as little as $1.
As little as $1.
Yeah.
You get custom postcards, behind the scenes access to all of our videos. She's constantly posting videos and pictures. We just started a TikTok. All kinds of things are blowing up. Yeah. But here's the cool thing about this, and I've been talking about it for a while, and I promise you, we got a setup thanks to you guys. A nice microphone, a nice computer, webcam, which you're watching us on now. I promise you, we are going to be doing I just burped. Huh.
That would be nice, Christine. I'm not sure if we are staying in Austin.
I don't know. Well, possibly. I mean, we're still working on all that stuff.
Florida, though. That was amazing.
We are going to be doing a podcast because I know that a lot of you folks are either commuting to work or can't watch the videos all the time. So we decided, well, let's create a weird show where we're talking and educating you guys on the grim side of life via podcast. In order to access that podcast, you have to go to Patreon and become a $1 patron. It's just $1 a month, get you unlimited access to behind the scenes.
Or any tier, because the people who join Patreon to do the postcards will also, of course, any tier that you join, you get full access to what we post on Patreon. So
hopefully we're not talking your
Patreon. I just started really posting. I got the handle of it finally. I've been promising forever. I know. And it took me a while. I'm so sorry. But for the last week or two, I have been posting a lot of behind the scenes pictures and video clips from the time we spent at the house that had all the horror props.
Yes.
And I still have a little bit more to post from that one too. And my phone is bursting full of stuff to show with you guys. So I'm going to keep posting only behind the scenes stuff that Patreon members will get to see.
And we have tons of backlog of behind the scenes stuff of past shows, past episodes
Mm-hmm.
that are going to be showing up there.
Mm-hmm.
And to give you an idea of some of the things we're planning about, one of our most popular videos in the horror community is whenever we interviewed and hung out with Tom Savini. Well, we just realized, so a lot of times whenever people like us, YouTubers, I hate that word, YouTubers, YouTube content creators create something, over time, they delete the footage to make room for other ones. Well, our entire trip up to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, about 1.5 years ago, we still have all that footage, including a lot of deleted scenes, unused footage from our interview and hangout with Tom Savini. So we're going to be working on trying to get something together for the Patreon members if you guys want to see more of that. So stay tuned. Hopefully we're not talking your ear off. Hopefully it's not coming across as a...
I feel like we joined a little bit earlier last time and we had longer to talk about things. I feel like it's probably the same amount of time, but I feel like we had more to share with you guys.
Well, last week we actually started late.
We did.
We started late because we were having issues.
It added like 10 minutes onto our hangout time before the movie. But I mean, I'll talk your face off once we start the movie anyway. But we all know this.
But yeah, so like what I was saying is hopefully it doesn't, hopefully whenever we talk, we start bringing up the things like Patreon or the website, that it doesn't come across like an ad or something like that.
Elvis Stu just asked how long our PO box are going to be open. It will be open until January.
No.
Oh wait, well yeah, because we have
it'll
December
be
probably.
No. So our PO box is going to be closed at the end of October.
Oh.
Yeah. So we pay for it in like 3 months increments. So we just paid it a little bit ago. So August, September, October, end of October. We'll let you guys know. And then we have a daunting job of going through all the videos and removing that link so people in the future don't accidentally send something to that.
I know. I've thought about that.
Oh, God.
It has kept me up at night, guys. Like, it's a lot.
We've actually Lone Wolf Adventures. We actually talked with Adam briefly about our move to California, and I'd like to do some stuff with Adam. Also, Justin Scard. I'm a big fan of Justin Scard, but you never know. I mean, we're our own thing.
Justin Scard's pretty cool.
We're so busy. They're so busy. The world is a busy place.
Yeah.
We just concentrate on having fun. And we are lucky as all hell that you guys are a part of it. And that means the world to us. Okay, so this movie, TerrorVision, we talked your ear off. Now I'm talking with an echo. This is 1986, I do believe. It is a sci-fi horror comedy, but I'm going to have to go as far as saying
surfing.
It's a twisted movie.
Southern.
Hopefully you guys were good and did not watch the trailer. If you did, you're in for a treat, and you're never going to look at pets the same exact way.
That they were good and didn't watch the trailer, and you made me watch the trailer.
Do you remember the trailer?
Yeah.
What's the movie about?
Not telling. I don't spoilers.
Jessica, what part of California are you moving to?
Southern.
North or southern? We're just going to be Los Angeles.
Wait, is that central?
Yeah, it's southern. SoCal. That's what they say. SoCal, it's the lingo. But yeah, Southern California. Is this the movie with the love time parents? Oh yeah,
Wow.
And the opening credits to the movie is phenomenal. So
yes, we will.
We have a less than a minute left, so go ahead and get your movie ready. Ours is in the background. Remember, if our movie is too loud at any time, let me know and I will change it.
Yeah.
At midnight, we're going to do a countdown.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
And, well, thank you, Mark. Tip 666.
Yeah, I love it.
Mark, you are amazing, man. All right. So get your movies ready. We're going to do a countdown as soon as it hits midnight.
The only thing that I would say is that this is kind of like a sci-fi-ish movie, isn't it?
Sci-fi horror comedy.
Is it a
So
horror?
they say. Have you ever done?
So they say. So they say.
Feel free to skip any and all advertisements, and if you get lost, yell tramp stamp, and we will get you there.
Yeah. We will be coming back to Florida. My family's here in Florida, whom I'm very close with. It's a little bit emotionally hard for me to leave them, but we gotta pursue our own venture. And do what is better for our future. But if things go as well as we hope, once we move or after we move, however you want to say that, we basically plan to come back and visit once a year, especially for the holidays, and which would be, of course, Halloween. Seeing
and
everything
theme
here
park
at Disney
events.
World.
All right,
yeah,
it's time. All right, guys, ready? Get ready. Get it. Everybody's got it all skid up and ready to roll. I'm like all over myself. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and hit play. I think ours is going to be a little backwards.
Ed Gein has issues. Yes, that is a very correct statement.
What's that?
Ed Gein has issues.
Oh no! I always forget to do this on our end. I gotta change the audio on our thing over here. Oh yeah, Charles Band is the people behind this movie.
I have no idea.
This movie, look at.
He's better with people's names than I am. Sounds good.
You could do that, Deke. Of course. By all means, hang out with us. I mean, we're gonna be hanging out with you. We have the movie tuned down a little bit. In a way, this kind of reminds me of the E.T. ride at Universal.
That's how
twisted it is.
I don't know about twisted as so much melty.
We don't have any snacks, mainly because we had a big dinner.
Yeah. I was
going to
ask before we went live what our snacks were going to be, and I was trying to feel out.
Right with you, Scott.
What snacks I would have tonight, because it almost feels like when you go to the movies, it's kind of a tradition. But I think I'm too stuffed. I had recipe sandwiches. Oops, we're fuzzy.
So when we first started doing this tonight.
See, I know the opening and stuff like that too, but I don't know the movie.
Lindsay, I said Lacey because of Reese's Minis. If only I can eat some of your Reese's Minis. I like the Reese's Minis.
For dinner. No,
for some reason,
roast beef.
I call Reese's Minis Reese's Pieces. I think it's an ET thing.
Yum yum. I miss red vines actually. We haven't had it for a minute.
Sorry. Also with this light, I know it's kind of bright on our end.
I can turn it down a little bit more.
You're also going to start. You're also going to see a lot of famous people in this. You may not know their names, but you're going to see their faces and go, "Oh my God, look who it is!"
Back when people could play like really shitty roles in B films and still make it big.
The
80s.
I read an article on Bloody Disgusting. They're talking about. I think it was called Kinder Horror, which was like horror for kids and family, almost like Gremlins and Ghostbusters and stuff from the 80s. Dark Crystal, Labyrinth. Mm-hmm. I think they said 1984 was the sweet spot of horror. So many good things. The same day, I did not realize this, but the same day Ghostbusters hit the theater. There's also, there's another movie that came out with Ghostbusters at the same exact time. I can't remember what it is. Maybe you guys know. Yeah. Ours glitched a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you guys a tramp stamp.
We really like Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm obsessed with it.
I haven't played it.
3 minutes.
Watched Michael play it.
And 40 seconds.
But, I mean, sometimes when he's not doing anything, he'll hand me the controls and say, "Hey, you want to play?" And I'm like, "I can do this." Mm-hmm. And then I jump off a cliff accidentally. Because nothing stops on a dime. Walking, the horse, nothing. But I really like it. I think it's an awesome game.
Right now I'm working on getting a chat link cable as well as a headset so I can talk to you guys, and then we're going to take you guys into our live gaming world. Yeah,
we have a Twitch set up, but we don't have yet all the pieces that you need for
Keep
it.
Going out of focus.
I don't know, it's because I did the light on my tablet so it wouldn't be too bright for a lot of people.
You need to do your hair like her.
No thanks. I won't do it.
So to be honest, so Adventure Industries, I'm going to tell you guys this, and I can get all the backlash you want. So the Switch, right? We have the Nintendo Switch, and we also have the PS4. I know a lot of people who play Fortnite.
Yeah.
And they talked me into downloading it the other day on Switch. So I downloaded it, and I was like, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to give it a go. Not even 6 minutes into starting the game, I deleted it.
Did you read the sign?
No, I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's why. I deleted it because there was just so much going on. Like me, I like to just play. And there was too much stuff going on, so I got rid of it. When I play Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't even play the storyline. I just do free roam and go and have fun. Right, Scott? Everybody I know plays that damn game, and they talked me into it, and I deleted it.
People wouldn't shut up about it. So we're like, you know what? Let's not judge and just try a demo. Not for me. It's just not for me.
No.
We couldn't even get into gameplay. There was just too much that you had to do, and it's like, I've lost my interest at this point for it.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
So technically, we didn't even play the game.
You're darn right, Scott.
We
that game.
We deleted it before we even got to gameplay because there was just too much that was trying out.
As soon as we get the chat lane cable and a decent headset, so I can talk to you guys and you can hear everything, I'm gonna do an up all night gaming on the weekend, and we're gonna play until dawn, courtesy of Scott, our friend Scott. And for those of you guys who know it, it's a long game, but it's a choose your own adventure kind of game, and we're gonna stay up and try to do it from dusk till dawn.
Baby ladder
adventure and see how many people we can kill and stuff. Baby and ladder, no.
So is this supposed to be set in the future? Is this supposed to be set in the future for 1984?
Yeah.
So this is technically a futuristic film?
It's a sci-fi film, yes.
Right, but I'm saying in the movie, are they in 1984 or?
I have no clue what year they're in. I don't think they even say it.
Well, no, I know. I'm just trying to figure out if. Never mind.
Here comes the family pet.
Not yet. You might have that.
When it comes to games, I hate dying. I like to just kind of roam around. One of the reasons why I really, really love Animal Crossing. The 3 games I play, and I say it all the time, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Red Dead Redemption 2. So other games that we have, but those are the 3 that I play the most of.
Based in 1999. Wow. It didn't feel like it was supposed to be present day 1984, even if it was supposed to be a sci-fi. It felt like they were doing like a time mashup, if that makes sense.
Oh, Stanley, I'm so excited.
I know her, the mom.
Our remote looks exactly like that.
I didn't even see.
Nice one, Dad. What is it? Listen. Pleasure Palace, here we
go. I think.
No, he said he made that up.
Her hair kind of looks like. Not. Remember Popples?
Mm-hmm.
That's what her hair reminds me of. Uh-oh.
Timestamp.
9 minutes and 15 seconds.
Intellectual decay.
That's a good idea, Adrian. So, just going to be honest. All of the movies that we play on our watch party are for free on YouTube. And so that's why a lot of times we'll get a lot of recommendations for certain movies, but we can't play them because they're not on there for copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Some of the movies we play are amazing. Other times, they're just kind of like, okay, dokie. Why are you guys doing that to us? Well, you're welcome.
Very cool, Jason.
What's that?
That he's from Pittsburgh and a big horror fan, and because of some of our videos, he was able to find the Living Dead locations. That's awesome.
Excellent. What part of Pittsburgh are you from, Jason?
Yeah,
we're waiting on that.
Monsters and Popples. I have both of those.
When it comes to picking movies for you guys, I have really one thing that I always try to keep in mind is I try to find the movies that have the best quality possible, because there's a lot of crap on there, like
even if
visually.
We find one and it doesn't have like a good quality to it, or like the sound slightly off, or they do that thing where they shrink it, in the screen so that you can actually watch it without the copyright popping in, he won't select it.
Yeah. But we're going to start delving into some VHS and DVD rips of some bad movies. So be ready for that.
I think eventually we would have to, honestly. Yeah. I think because they're getting so really tight on YouTube about movie copyrights on here that it's becoming almost like a DVD rental, like a what do you call it? Digital download rental, honestly.
So Apollo, but I moved to Cranberry. I actually lived in Cranberry for a little bit, behind the Cranberry Mall. If I remember correctly, that's what it was. I don't know what's back there now. Cranberry.
That sounds funny. Hello, Costa Rica.
But I spent some time in Zelienople and Evans City.
Betamax.
Oh, I have to ask you guys this. I don't think we've ever asked this before.
This makes me laugh so much that he's this character.
If any of you ever come across a Laserdisc player that doesn't cost an astronomical price, let us know. We are looking for a new Laserdisc player. We have some awesome Laserdiscs that we can't play. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I always have my eye out, and I've never found one. I've never even found like a bad one. I just don't find them at all.
And if you do, they're like $80 because people will get them and then they give them life.
Oh, no, we won't. Well, it's nice meeting you, sir. Hey, no problem.
eBay. Yep, you're right.
One of these days, we're definitely going to do a tour of our collections, but we just have to be able to get it out.
It's coming.
It's nice, yeah. Those are definitely in the future, 100%.
I can, when we head out to California, we're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to do videos more frequently. We have the style format that we like. We consider it like a show where we are presenting a Grim Life location to you guys.
Nice.
And a lot of people, let's say this, if you ever watched Adam the Woo, and he does his videos, and then he also did the daily vlog for a while. We're not going to be doing a daily vlog, and I don't think we're going to start a second YouTube channel, but we're going to do, I'm doing this so it focuses.
Oh, yeah. I can turn my brightness back up.
Turn it back up a little bit.
It gets pretty bright. That's too much.
That's too much. We're going to start bringing like more adventure videos because we're going to be exploring Los Angeles and California and Nevada and the desert and Las Vegas. And we're going to want to share that with you guys. So you're going to find more videos coming, and we're going to try to stay as close to our format as possible. Hopefully I'm not rambling.
Yeah, we're hoping that we get to experience a lot of the classic things that California has to offer. Obviously, we won't be able to right away, but fingers crossed that if not, you know, in the first year, then eventually, because we've heard about everything, we've seen all the pictures, you know, so.
And it's not going to just be filming locations. There's going to be all kinds of different things, true crime and weird roadside attractions and murder sites and museums and what have you not. A lot of filming locations because we love movies, but more than to life than just that.
And a lot of just us exploring California. I mean, we might do some on some of the shops there, you know, that you haven't found. Or even like old theaters and stuff like that. Just things that were kind of like, holy wow, look what I found. Look what I stumbled on today.
We have some adventures planned. Like Jessica was saying, we're going to be doing some things where it's just, this is what we found today. Let's go explore Los Angeles with us. But I kind of want to grab a tent and go camp out near Area 51. Hike a couple miles out into like up on top of a mountain with binoculars with the rest of the, you know, weird alien X-Files people and look down at Area 51 from a couple miles away.
You might have to leave me and let me do it at my own pace because I don't know if I can do that elevation. Oh, we'll totally go back to the Funko Pop store.
Oh yeah,
I love that place, and I think it's always updating itself too.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
I look forward to going back there.
October 12th, it is coming up quick, and so we're going to talk to you very soon, Scott, about certain things that are happening because Disney and Universal Halloween festivities have closed down, and other ones are slowly dropping off too. But there's still stuff to do. But when you guys come down, we're going to have a blast. And you're getting buried alive.
Those aren't even good boobs. Now they just look like a butt. Those are butt boobs.
Okay, so Mark, you brought up a good point. You should do the House of a Thousand Corpses movie sites as you travel. We're not going to be doing any House of a Thousand Corpses filming sites. There's one movie, however, that we are going to be doing and visiting the film's locations for. And I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I will say this. Nobody has done it yet.
I feel like you were telling me about this and I've just plain forgotten.
Surprisingly, no one has done a filming locations video on it. I'm not going to mention it. Keeping it a secret. But I'm really excited about it. And it's also, we're going to be renewing our vows at one of the locations.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I don't know how well it's going to go over, but yeah.
We'll have fun. My house. Oh, this bottle opener stinks.
Nah.
Forgot to brush his teeth. At some point, adventure industries. The only bad thing about the Museum of Death in LA and in New Orleans is you can't take cameras inside there, which is understandable. But everything that we do, we always do under the mindset, if we're going to do it, how can we make it a Grim Life thing? How can we bring it to you guys?
Right.
In doing so, that creates more content for us. It also brings in more money for us, and it also brings more content to you guys. So that pretty much I don't want to say dictates, but it heavily influences a lot of the places that we visit, is what we can bring to you. Like, for instance, in Las Vegas, Zach Baggins, his haunted museum.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go check that out.
Canada!
Can't take cameras inside, though.
Oh, yeah.
So it's $50 a person to go do this. So do we really want to spend $100 and not be able to document it?
No, I don't think
not
so.
Really.
Mm-mm. No, I haven't recolored it. It's actually really faded right now. But it is UV light reflective in general, so it should, unless it's like super faded. I mean, this is pretty faded already, and it's still showing up really well. We just have like the big light on it so we don't lose focus.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah, I don't know if Zach Baggins is worth it, honestly.
It wouldn't hurt to reach out to them and say, is there anything that we can film for our channel? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Museum of Death in New Orleans, they're like, you can't take your cameras into the displays, but you can film the gift shop and what they have out on display there. But when we went there, we were going to do it in New Orleans, but they just got in a bunch of furniture, and they had all these giant boxes and crates in the way of anything, and it was kind of disheartening. So we decided not to do the Museum of Death at all.
And the display cases they had and how things were set up felt very cheaply put together. And we asked if it was similar inside for their exhibits, and they said yeah. And so I kind of wasn't feeling it, to be honest, with as much as they charge. I don't know, it deters me a bit, because I feel like that should be a bit more presentable if you're going to charge that much for something. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to have like the most expensive setup in the world. Obviously, a lot of people can do very good things for less, but
Mr. Sean Bond,
Sean.
Thank you. So Scott has made it known in the past, and they were just talking about it now. Scott will be down here for some Universal and
Michelle.
Halloween Horror Nights festivities that aren't happening, but he gets to experience what the parks have. He does not want to be seen on camera. Maybe just a little bit. So I came up with a really great idea. What if we put Scott on camera all the time, but we blurred him out, and we gave him like one of those weird deep voices?
That would be fun, actually. I would be so up for that.
Scott, and I, something like weird like that.
That would be great. Icons Car Club.
There's a lot of like sexy S&M pictures on the wall.
With floral bed coverings. How dare they? I hate floral in anything, really. I am sadly not really familiar with the WWE. I used to watch it when I was a kid, and I had a lot of fun, but as an adult, I fell out of it.
Oh, hold on. Where's my telly? I'm a little tipsy. Da-da-da.
The thing that's been really odd for me with this film, and mostly because it was mentioned before I got to watch it too, but then like they refer to it throughout the trailer that I was watching, is they keep calling this like monster their pet. I mean, I know that they just saw it and we haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's like, it wouldn't be the first thing that I would think to do. Mostly because it's just so damn ugly. We don't smoke. We are ex-smokers, both of us.
Right. It's been about 3.5 years for me, and a lot longer for you.
Yeah. It took me a couple of years, a couple of tries to quit, actually. It got to the point where I was just having a lot of chest pain whenever I would have a cigarette, and I had to make a conscious effort to quit the final time. And I miss it every day. I really do.
Scott's like, open up beer, lights up the cigarette.
But most of you guys have heard me talk about in past videos that I have heart issues.
What?
So
Of course I can tip my nose. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut that out.
That's a watch party sobriety test. Can you touch your nose? I can touch it. I can touch your nose. All right.
Why is that a sobriety test?
Go catch your nose. Through it.
You go catch the nose.
Through your nose. Through your nose. Hello.
Yeah, we really look forward to seeing. We saw some of the celebrity cemeteries when we were out there to visit, but there's so much more that we didn't get to see because they have such similar operating hours, and we kind of just picked our favorites and went and did those. But I think we saw at least like 3 of them.
Should we tell them the news about our cemeteries? So we've been coming up with a plan. Yes, we have a plan. We have dreams. So we both love visiting cemeteries. We love bringing you guys
Oh, it looks so gross.
famous grave things and the grave dirt that I collect. In an effort to bring you guys more content on a regular basis, we decided that we're going to do this thing called Tombstone Tuesdays, where every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we're going to bring you a famous grave. We're going to tell you about who they are, show you clips from movies, and take you to the grave and talk about them. Good, like 5 to maybe 10-minute long videos. So famous graves, so you can tune in for that. We're going to have the watch parties on Saturday nights like this. Tramp Stamp is 26 minutes and 35 seconds.
I have no idea what's going on in this movie either, so you're not alone.
It's probably about 2 so that's watch party on Saturday, Tombstone Tuesdays on Tuesdays. We'll probably eat tacos too. Some tacos now. And then probably gonna do 2 videos a week of travels, like our typical show. And then mixed in other things that we do. We got plans, Harley. We got plans.
Do you see Mortuary Manor?
Pee Wee Gaskins was cremated. What is it?
They're a mortician.
Who's that?
Are we going through West Texas?
Yes, we are.
I'm not familiar with.
We are going to be through West Texas. I can take you to Buddy Holly's grave and Hell's Gate. I don't know about Hell's Gate, but we are on a pretty tight schedule. Yeah. Mortuary Manor, RIP. But I can tell you this, we are going to be stopping off at Buddy Holly's grave at some point. That is on the list of a must-do. So we build this list.
This movie won awards.
We build this list, and then we go through and say, okay, when we travel from point A to point B, this is how long it takes. How much time do we have to stop for other things? And
the Creepy Clown Hotel.
Yes. Well, that's north. We're not going to be near that.
Okay.
We're going to be a couple hours south.
Timestamp.
I'm talking a lot, aren't I?
I don't think so.
28 minutes and 15 seconds. Mike, are you two going out to California to look for hotels, apartments and everything? Chili. We've got things covered. We are rolling. We're ahead of the game. Uh-oh. What'd you drop?
My touchy stick.
Your touchy stick?
I get it. Maybe. Oh, I got it. I gotta get down here. Ooh, my back. Oh, my back.
You know.
Okay, cool. Found it. Oh, it's kind of comfy. Wow.
I want to tell you guys all the places that we're visiting, but I don't want to. Because here's my mind. I mean, I know that whenever we put things up online, you guys are going to watch it. Hopefully you'll watch it. Hopefully you'll find it interesting. You need help?
No, like, my back's been locking up lately, and like I got stuck in this weird, like, rib. My rib kept clicking and wouldn't let me up. I'm getting old, guys.
So
Yeah,
Lone
back
Wolf
problems.
Adventures. If we were driving straight from Florida to California, I think it's like a day and a half nonstop.
If you didn't sleep.
Oh God. Okay. United States of America. I will tell you this. We're going to be leaving Florida and we're going to be zigzagging across the country up and down for the most part. The furthest north we are going, should we mention it?
If you want. I have no idea what you want to mention and what you don't.
So our plan is to leave Florida, drive to St. Louis, and then take the Mississippi River all the way down, back down towards New Orleans, and then head west. So we got a lot of things planned.
Well, technically we go north and then south and then west.
Yes,
we're
north,
going
south,
west the
west.
whole time.
Right.
But northwest, then southwest, then west. Technically.
I was at Winchester Mystery House years ago.
Oh, thank you, Amy and M.
Cha-ching. Amy and M, thank you guys.
I think I need to start seeing a chiropractor.
I almost put that same pool in my house.
Showboat down the Mississippi River. Yeah, they don't really do that anymore.
What's that?
Take a showboat down the Mississippi.
No.
There is a showboat on the Mississippi at St. Louis. It used to be a dinner theater, but I don't believe it exists anymore. And the only boats you will find on the Mississippi these days are casinos.
Right.
That was their way of getting around the local gambling laws.
People of Earth, you must heed.
Do we have a van? No, we don't have a van. We have a we drive a Honda Element that we have been conditioning and working out the kinks and building it up. We're gonna be taking that cross country. Most of our belongings are going to be shipped out there in a freight container. And
I'd say we're more rockabilly. Yeah, that's probably. I don't really like a lot of screaming metal.
no. Oh, I got the beer hiccups. I would say we're more rockabilly, but at the same time, I'm gonna say
We both grew up really goth.
we're gothabilly.
Yeah.
We like the dark, spooky sides of rockabilly
Like goth pinup.
and goth.
Yeah. I've heard about the remake of The Exorcist, and it doesn't excite me, honestly. Oh, thank you, Classically Deceased.
Thank you, Classically Deceased.
I have not seen the clip yet for Robert Pattinson's Batman. I feel like there's only so much I can take in a day.
You know what I can't stop watching?
What?
I'm really excited about this. And at first I was like, about a certain character in it. Wonder Woman.
No, you've been excited for that since the beginning.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I love the first Wonder Woman. The second Wonder Woman in 84 is phenomenal. And then they started talking about Kristen Wiig being Cheetah. And I was just like, And then the trailer that just came out, they show Kristen Wiig.
No,
in
I don't think
full
we got
Cheetah?
a tow hitch for it.
Badass.
Or the tent package. We got it used and all that.
We want to get a tent package, but it's like $300-400. So we ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
I
We
found
ain't doing
one.
that.
I found a used one for like 150, but it was out of our price range at the time that I found it.
We have a tent. We're going to be doing
Camping. Oh, the name
KOA
of it?
campgrounds.
Yeah.
KOA campgrounds. But a lot of times whenever we travel, we end up sleeping in the car because we're constantly on the move, it feels like. We never really stay in one spot. If we roll into a town, we roll out just as quick.
Michael is in love with Santa Cruz. I haven't been there yet. Yeah, I just, the world is massive with ideas and creativity, and they keep rehashing these classics that people are absolutely in love with, and they just keep breaking our hearts. And it's like, why are you doing this? I'm not saying that they can't at least have like a sequel.
Maybe that's why like
something?
YouTube for a lot of people is becoming a huge thing. You know,
all there's the stuff that not YouTube, but the stuff that Netflix puts out is like all original content, and they are kicking ass with it, in my opinion.
I got it.
Hey, bird dog.
Bird dog.
Like, I know we talked about this one last week, but Pet Sematary. Now, whenever they keep announcing these remakes, I don't get excited. I kind of get a little depressed. But for Pet Sematary, I was like, okay, they could really embellish on this in a way that they didn't do in the original. There's so much that they could do with that storyline. And I was really excited. The trailers looked good to me. And that, gotta love Church the cat. He's just amazing. And then we went and saw it, and they just dropped the ball.
I have to say, I like Will Smith as an actor, and Kevin Hart, he's an awesome actor too. I do not like that they are remaking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with them. I don't.
I'm not familiar with that one.
John Candy and Steve Martin were iconic in that role.
Oh, is that where they do a road trippy thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't remember the movie.
I wish the best for them. I think they're going to do a great job, but it's going to be one of those things for me. I grew up on that movie, so I'm going to be like, I'm going to watch them and still in my mind go, wait, just something feels off because it's not John Candy. John Candy. They have big shoes to fill, and I think that if anybody were to do it, I think they're going to pull it off. But I'm not really excited about it.
To redo a John Candy movie to begin with is going to be very difficult.
Scott, yeah.
I mean, when you had these original ideas that were done back then, they succeeded because they were so original in their time. And just because you have an actor now who's big and you think will carry the movie is not always the case. End point, Aladdin.
Wait, Aladdin was phenomenal. I sang, I danced, I hummed the Aladdin songs all day long.
It had such potential to be amazing.
I don't even call Will Smith anymore. I'm like, what's up, Blue Smith?
Like the other live actions that Disney has done have been phenomenal. What they could have done with Aladdin could have been so astounding. They could have really showed that they have no limits. I mean, if you look at the Star Wars films, they went beyond their expectations. They could have done that with the live action princess films. And I think they really dropped the ball in making it more of a High School Musical type of film. And it was really heartbreaking. I'm mad at them for that. I'm so mad at them for that.
Mortuary Manor RIP was just asking, I'm your Uncle Buck. Don't F with Candy. I was just thinking that it was like Skippy Bikini time.
I'm not even paying attention. This movie's so bad.
This movie's so horrible. It's almost as bad as my pirate porn mustache. Ready?
Your mustache is not bad.
I'm here for the booty.
He hates it.
I'm here for the booty.
I keep trying to get him to grow it out so I can actually see him with like facial hair, and he won't do it. Me, his wife, he will not appease me.
Heckins no, this crap must go. I think it's about time for me to have a third bottle.
What? Are you really already through two?
No.
I'm not judging. I'm
like 1.5, and I'm cheerful. It's like Christmas over here in my nostrils. I had a rough week. I really did. And not complaining. I really try hard not to complain. I try really hard, but sometimes it comes through. A lot of times it comes through. But I had a rough week. And I know a lot of you guys did.
Week. This is not shaving. I don't even think it's been a full week. I think you shaved like 3 days ago. No, you didn't. It probably is closer to a week.
Scott, your whole week is ruined because of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Thank you, Mortuary. That's awesome.
Thank you, man. No, there's no need to be sorry. I promise you that. Amy, thank you for saying I'm sorry, Michael. You don't need to be sorry in any way, shape, or form. It is life. And life is what you make it. I don't want to sound like one of those damn posters in the school guidance counselor's office because you know how we all hated those things. Yeah, right, like a little cat hanging off of a tree. Hang in there, guys. No,
Oh.
I'm actually kind of proud of myself.
Oh yeah.
Because I found myself throughout the day becoming like very. It's gonna sound so stupid. Like Zen-ish, where I'm like not zoning out, but I'm telling myself.
No, those are called the I don't give a fucks.
Yes, I don't give a fucks. That's my day. So like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? I'm at work and I'm dealing with the general public, and the general public are a-holes. Not all of them, most of them, and they're like getting on my nerves. So you know what I do? I purposely take myself that's constantly doing a straight 70 miles an hour, always 70 miles an hour, and I go, you know what? Today, dealing with you, I'm doing 15. And I slow the fuck down.
You know how you hear about people who like throw their back out when all they did was like bend down to tie their shoe or something like that? I feel like I did something like that, where I did something really freaking remedial and it just like pulled a muscle somewhere and it just damn hurts.
Public service announcement from Michael. Well, let me tell you how it is. I feel like we need to start.
I need a backiotomy.
I can give you a back rub. And then I can stick needles in you, like acupuncture.
I don't trust you.
But I got steady hands.
Oh, thank you, Judah.
But no, I'm serious. Like I've done really Planet Judah. Would I be able to buy the Hollywood Manor postcard? I join your Patreon after. Can't wait for September.
Unfortunately, we don't print extras.
Mm-mm.
Once we print that and that one has passed, we don't reprint them because, we'd have to put in separate orders though. So when we put in orders every month for the postcards, we make them ourselves. We send off for them, and we would have to. I think there's like a minimum order and stuff like that. So we're not able to do like ones of things. That's why we do it signing up for a month.
The postcard more than likely is not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of times they are limited edition.
We wanted to try and do that initially, but it didn't work out.
But I promise you this: you will see more charm related stuff involving this one coming in certain aspects in the future.
Yeah, that's a scary smile.
So you may have missed out on the postcards. And the postcards are awesome. And we're really, really proud of the postcards and getting them out to you guys. And we thank you all for that. Even with the USPS kind of doing their stupid thing right now. But we got big plans. And so stick with it. What does TYT stand for? Ruby says TYT. I don't get it.
Thank you, though.
Oh, I thought it was tit, but she misspelled it wrong.
No.
Okay. See?
Do we do meet and greets? Before COVID, we had started to do meet and greets. We had one or two. We just did the one officially.
September 12th of last year, I do believe it was.
Yeah, we did it at Halloween Horror Nights. We wanted to start doing them regularly, but then everything started happening in like December. So it's damn near been a year with everything that's been happening, you know?
We'd really like to do more, but we don't really know at this time.
Yeah. I mean, if we see you guys out and about, we will obviously still stop and say hello. We do keep our distance, and we will still try and take pictures and stuff too. People that we've seen out in the parks who have stopped us to say hi. Everyone's been really respectful about it. We are still taking pictures as well as we can. Michael's really tall and has long arms, so that's really not a problem. But as far as doing a meet and greet,
it's for tits you talk
honestly,
about. I knew it,
places aren't even
Scott.
allowing you to do that. If like when we did it at Halloween Horror Nights, it was not a big deal, but now they're not even allowing for it. So we'd probably get in trouble.
I'm absolutely horrible with abbreviation things like BRB. I know what that means.
Cute.
Be right back.
This.
Huh?
They said, why is Q from Star Trek in this? That's not him.
Where is Grimm Jr.? Wait, there are no Grimm youngins coming. Sorry.
Manly man.
That's finally.
We are working on new stickers, and
Yes.
Jessica doesn't know this, so don't tell her. Working on a Halloween shirt. You didn't hear that.
You didn't tell me nothing.
Because it's a surprise, because you're my baby. But we are...
Why would it be a surprise?
Let me rephrase that. I am currently talking with some artists about creating a Halloween limited time Grimm Life t-shirt.
Okay.
For the Grimm Halloween season of 2020.
Okay.
So look out for that. I just let it all kind of, see what happens whenever I drink? I let it all slip out. I wear size 12 shoes. My favorite color.
So we've been talking about
green,
doing several
neon
shirts.
green.
So I don't know, maybe we'll do a batch where we have several designs and just release them at different times, because there are minimum requirements when we do an order.
And we're talking about doing enamel pins. We're safe.
We're talking about doing a lot of things that a lot of stuff is just, slowed down and people aren't doing orders, and we are trying to get stuff done.
Daniel, they are coming.
Oh, we did look into having Grimm Life Collective face masks printed, and it's not going to happen.
Sorry.
It's astronomically huge. The people who are probably doing them are doing them in large batches, or maybe they're printing them themselves. I don't know, or making them themselves. That's pretty common. But I dedicated one of my nights specifically to scouring prices to do that for you guys, and it's just not going to be doable.
Somebody even suggested, do you know what key tags are? Are key tags a thing? Like, like a little embroidered little pieces that you put on your keys so you can hold on to it with people with your keys. I mean, don't hit people with your keys. I'm not saying that. But you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like your annual pass holder thing?
Oh.
The yellow one?
Well, some people do that, yeah. Some people do.
People are like, hey, you should make key tags. And I'm like, maybe.
We will have keychains made eventually.
Right? So you said custom condoms. That's funny.
That is definitely not one I would do.
I like the idea of, remember the little switchblade combs? Get a switchblade comb that says Grimm Life Collective on it. I'm cheesy like that.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely cheesy. What is going on over here? Silly Tilly. I don't know. But we need to have more stuff added to our...
He had a corded phone and he didn't even slam that properly.
Website.
Missed opportunity, let me tell you.
Grimm Life ear gauges. Oh my God. I'm a little tipsy.
I bet you are.
I'm a little tipsy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to do with the keychains. Is we want to do a hotel shaped keychain, like a classic hotel shaped keychain. That I would actually probably make at home. I would probably buy the mold and then make them at home, and then do some stenciling and stuff like that. My dream is to be able to have a small little printing press at our apartment at home and make things by hand myself. I know it's nice to have things, designs sent off to people and things like that, but I really want to make stuff at home. It makes me happy.
Scott, all right, Scott, this is an intervention. Scott, listen to me. Scott.
What does that mean?
Do not go play 1 a.m. cornhole with strangers. That's like that beanbag game where you throw it at a piece of wood that has a hole in it. And you're like, oh, let's eat corn and throw bags in holes.
That's not it.
Don't go play 1 a.m. cornhole with strangers, Scott. We love you.
We do not have a 3D printer.
No.
Those are very expensive.
We have a regular printer that prints on paper. Because we're awesome.
Ew, backwash.
Huh? See, backwash is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, that is what it was? Okay. That sounds awful. I don't suggest it.
If it was me, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
When we're in California, I might get a medical card. My anxiety is pretty bad, and it's one of the only things that helps me sleep. I have a very difficult time sleeping. But I can tell you one thing: I cannot smoke from a bong. That is way too much for me. I'm very, very sensitive.
I feel like we're really low in the frame. It's like
we're low.
Yeah, like we're like way down below. We're below sea level here, folks. We're drowning.
No.
I want to get a pin maker. You know what? I want a pin.
A button maker? There's not a pin maker.
You know what we should
watch? My knowledge. I mean, I'd make them all the time then.
We should watch The Last Dragon.
Didn't we already? Oh, no. That was...
For these guys. Show enough.
No, we did watch that.
Show enough.
We watched it. Or we watched it... I don't know. Maybe... Vampire Hunter D I love.
What if we did commercials?
I love the Snake Sisters a lot.
What if on our show that you guys watch, if
Dragonheart,
we reenacted famous and unfamous commercials and put them in the middle of everything? Like we created commercials. Like
I like that. Yeah, classified it that it was not a poop joke.
Who said that? Yeah, right. Show enough.
No, D'Artagnan, he said he has to drop his parents off at the airport, and that was not a poop joke. That's awesome. You know, I'm gonna come out and say it. I love Troll 2. I thought it was fun, but I think I like the first one better. Oh, yay! Chuck joined our Patreon at the custom card level. Thank
Mr.
you.
Chuck. Hats off to you, dear sir.
I love Trolls so much. And the funny thing is I saw the movie in theater expecting to like hate the hell out of it because I was out with my mom at a mall and
did the show enough dance.
They had it as like a matinee movie. So the tickets were literally $2. This is years ago, obviously. And so we were like, you know what? $2. Let's go sit in some air conditioning and see this cute little movie, right? It could give us a laugh. We're like instantly falling in love with this thing because I love how everything looks fluffy and like textured, like it's all felt. I just lost my shit. It was like cute overload. I just couldn't. Could not even.
Oh God. So, all right. This is what happens whenever I drink. I tell you secrets. So Jessica and I, we started.
Is this another one that I don't know?
No, you know this. We started TikTok accounts. We both have a TikTok.
I started mine today.
Yeah, there's Grim Life Collective on TikTok, and then there's Jessica's Witchy Dame on TikTok. And just for fun, I doubt. I'm sure we'll upload something. I can't promise you it's going to be something you're going to want to watch, but it's there.
Most likely what it's going to be is like taking clips from film we've already done and like putting certain like songs to it. Because that's what you do on TikTok, apparently.
But this is what we use TikTok for. You ready for this? We lay in bed for hours at night and watch stupid animal videos. For instance.
I'll start. What's your name?
Huh?
What is your name?
Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
Huh? What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you.
Guess what I did last night?
Don't you dare bring my mother into this.
I built a fire. And I fucked your mama after that. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Tony. Oh God, like we're so annoying. But yeah, that's what we do.
We seriously watch those clips constantly.
It's so stupid.
I don't. Every time I see one, I laugh my ass off. I can't stop. That's like my favorite thing on TikTok, and I don't know why.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
We signed up for an account just so we can lay there and scroll through the feed looking for the Tony Ezekiel videos. Yeah.
That's why Nestle Crunch.
That's another good one. Yeah.
But I feel sorry for the animals in those videos, honestly, because they're all laying there peacefully and whatnot, and then all of a sudden they're being dragged out of frame, and they're terrified.
Adrian's like, what the fuck just happened? And also, I'm learning how, as of today, I've decided to start learning dirty words and phrases and sign language, thanks to TikTok. Here's to you, America.
We probably still won't let you know where we work when we leave Florida because we're transferring jobs. This means we'll be working the same in California. So sorry, I don't think that's information we're ever going to be able to allow.
Well, the big thing is they
tramp stamp.
55 minutes and 30 seconds. My place of employment. I wish that I can tell you guys that we do YouTube full time, but that is not cutting it. It was someday, hopefully. But my place of employment now, they appreciate what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And every single one of them, including the higher ups, subscribe.
And they think it's cool.
And they think it's cool. Whenever I see them or we talk on the phone, they recount the videos. So they know and they appreciate it. But they don't want the two paths to cross.
It's more of a policy that...
Yeah. It's like, think of it like this. We love Disney. We would love to be on Disney's media list and get invited to certain things. We do Disney videos, but at the same exact time, we do videos on the murder sites of Ted Bundy and other famous serial killers. So there's a conflict of funkiness.
We don't even know that's why. We've never talked to anybody.
Maybe we should spend an entire year wearing polo shirts and pastel colors and see if that changes.
I can rock pastel colors. I look cute in pastel colors.
I'm going to wear a seafoam green polo shirt, some khaki shorts. And, ready? Here's the kicker. Ready for this? Sandals with socks on.
You'll die.
Fuck. That's some serious stuff. Angry Orchard would not sponsor this channel. They would say, all right, we're changing our name. We're not going to call it Angry Orchard anymore because these people like it.
It's the giant eyeball on a stick that's weird for me.
I just want to be the guy that's laying on the floor.
Why is his face so melty?
Elvis, Stooges, no, man. I got one more in the fridge. The only time I drink is during these things. So. Dude. So M says no socks and sandals. Tramp stamp. 58 minutes. She's got a gap in her teeth. Are you okay? I look over at her and she's like, what the?
His wig is so bad.
All right. Us, Eldon? Yes, we have 2 screens. It's so bad, but also I want to make your own mouth. Savannah Johnson, So here's the thing. There's a hidden agenda when it comes to Grim Up All Night. Full disclosure. See, it's the drinking. We like hanging out with you guys. We like showing you weird, crappy movies. Sometimes good, most of the time bad. But here's the real...
This is a bad one.
Real motivation for you guys. We want you to inflict these bad movies on your loved ones.
Eat him.
Thank you, Daniel.
Please eat him. Eat the kid. Eat the kid. Eat the kid. Eat the kid.
It's the same color as your hair.
One of these days, we would love to do an international trip. It's definitely on the bucket list. Yeah.
Yes, Lone Wolf Scott is doing fireball shots.
Yeah.
And
no, thank you.
Scott, are you still with us?
Bernie,
or did you take your laptop or phone and head over to the cornhole? This is cornholes.
We said that earlier. Yeah, it's kind of like, it reminds me a little bit like E.T.
So, hold on. Okay, so...
He's watching from his truck.
Fair enough. He's got a nice truck. I saw it.
You know, I'm not privy to these kind of personal details. I had to bug him for like, I don't know, at least a good half hour. And I'm like, did you send him the picture I took of his presents? Yeah. Well, did he like it? Yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
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 All right, so Lindsay says that would never work in my house because I'm the only one who likes horror and sci-fi, LOL. Well, Lindsay, next week, have your family watch because we have a very special presentation.
You know, okay, horror
That's
isn't
not
for
horror.
everybody.
It's not
and
sci-fi.
That's fair.
But it's weird.
But how can
and it's
you not
comical.
have anybody in the house who doesn't like either? That cuts out like a huge chunk of everything. Like, what the hell do they watch then?
Next week, we're playing a movie.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna send it out real soon, promise. I just need to get everything packaged up. I need to, that wax figure is gonna take some finessing, but it'll get to you safely, I promise.
Next week, we're going to be playing a movie that...
Horror movies invite demons. Nice.
I'm hoping that most of you have never heard of it before. That's my mission, is to play a movie where 95% of you go, what the hell is this?
I'm doing that right now.
The Sound of Music. You're right. Damn you. Damn you, Daniel. Is it a bearable movie to watch? Well, it's up to you. I mean, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's got good...
Stigmata's a good movie.
Stigmata.
I like Stigmata.
It's not Stigmata.
Grim Life Collective Top 3 Bucket List.
Of places to visit?
Japan. For me, is definitely going to be Japan and Europe. Because once you get to Europe, it's so easy to travel between countries. Like, it's not a big deal, supposedly.
Well, thank you. Ekid.
I can't think of a three. I'm sure Shanghai Disney.
Shanghai Disney. Okay.
Yeah. So Tokyo, but I would go to see Tokyo Disney and then Tokyo Sea because there's two Disney parks in Tokyo. Oops. And I just want to travel all over Europe. And of course, go to Disney Paris and all that stuff. And then I would love to see Shanghai Disney.
So mine,
Transylvania 65000.
Lincoln, Nebraska. There's a famous grave in Lincoln, Nebraska that I would absolutely love to visit someday. I highly doubt that I'm ever going to be there for anything other than that. But it's the grave of killer Charles Starkweather. I always wanted to visit his grave. Another place that I want to visit someday before I die is no, not Japan.
Damn it.
I just thought of it. Man, now I'm forgetting what the heck it is. Lone Wolf Adventures. If you all can drink Angry Orchard, you should get some. It's delicious. Ed Gein's grave would be really cool to see. Charles Starkweather is my dude. I dig him, which is kind of funny. It's almost like collector's cards. Shoot. Oh, growing up, especially my teenage years, I was obsessed with reading and anything that I could on Aleister Crowley. I'd like to visit where Aleister Crowley practiced black magic. I don't know. There's a third one around there somewhere. There's a lot. From Tijuana, El Megalodon. Welcome.
My back is tender.
What's in Angry Orchard? It's a hard cider, crisp apple cider. Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
They make a lot of different types too. There's one called apple cider rose. It's made from specific apples out of France.
We do that all the time, Savannah. It never lasts.
And I want to try it too.
I'm going to tilt this a little bit. So, you know, it's too weird. Lindsay, don't feel like you have to drink just because you're hanging out with us.
No.
Don't worry. Scott and I will drink for everybody else. Pissed off apples. It's darn right.
Yeah. It's definitely kind of a cheesy movie. I don't know how they were able to classify this as horror. Even horror comedy doesn't fit.
Sci-fi horror comedy?
Yeah, maybe a sci-fi comedy, but I don't get the horror.
I really wanted to play Stay Tuned, but couldn't find it on YouTube. I wonder if we can find like movies for free elsewhere and just put the link on here. But I like keeping everything on YouTube. I really like YouTube. Or as I like to call it, ew.
Well, I mean, there is Tubi, and it is a free service.
We can do that. Maybe next week we'll try.
And there's some really good stuff on there, too. But then, I don't know if we can supply a link.
I don't know.
Goes through an app.
True that. We'll figure out something. We're going to get creative. I mean, what the heck? Because at some point, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to bring you guys quality content such as this.
Oh, thank you, Chris. We do, Michael. We're very good at scouring.
Oh. Andy, yeah, it is on Amazon Prime. We have Amazon Prime, but not everybody does have Amazon Prime.
That's
so
a paid service.
if we put the link on it and then if somebody doesn't have Amazon Prime, then they can't watch the movie with us. So that's a big deciding factor of what we do, of how we play our movies, is what can 99%, if not 100% of the people watching can watch.
Right, have something available
with
to
us.
them. I mean, not everybody has Netflix either because it's a paid service.
Right, so that's why we don't do Netflix. And yeah, so YouTube.
Yeah, no streaming sites. Definitely not.
Oh. Tomorrow morning, I have to go to storage to look for that concert ticket. Editing a video now where I have to dig way, 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 way back to like the early 90s for a concert ticket. I kept every concert ticket that I've ever been to, and I need to find it so I can put it in this video that I'm editing, and it'll probably come out this week at some point. Tiger King, LOL. Just sent you a pic of the drunk guy in the parking lot barefoot, Scott. All right, let's see what Scott sent us.
I used to keep movie tickets too, but then like most of it's printed on that kind of paper where it fades really badly, so then I just started throwing them away.
Oh, that's amazing, Scott. What the heck?
Is he pooping?
I don't know. He does look like he's pooping. Oh, look at that. Scott's got us piping through his car stereo. Same here, Em. I got a shoebox full of these tickets, and it's going to be fun to kind of go through them. We got some weird stuff. One of the best concerts that I've ever seen in my life, I got to see the Ramones perform. And I remember, so I'll paint this picture for you. Never mind. To me, it's like a very like vivid memory of like seeing the Ramones play. And I don't know if like it's going to translate well, so.
I didn't get to go to very many concerts because where I lived, a lot of people didn't come through.
Really?
St. Louis is, I mean, people talk like it's a sizable city, but not big enough to draw enough people performing because we're not that far from Chicago, and Chicago's way bigger. So people would play in Chicago instead, skip St. Louis, and it's still like from St. Louis to Chicago, it's like an 8-hour drive. So, yeah, we didn't do that very often at all. I did it once, never again. That's right, Grimwood. It is a way of life.
Hoggity, hoggity, hoggity. Oh, dang, you got it. You're quick. Quick job, Mitch.
That's my job. That's why I have the top of it.
That's right. Toots my goots. What's the worst concert I ever went to go see that I was like, man, you want to know what the worst concert I ever went to go see was? That I remember, all right, I drove.
That you paid for?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I drove from, all right, it was the worst concert I've ever went to go see. But at the same exact time, it was one of the coolest experiences I ever had. I drove from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, thank you. To see Corey Feldman and the Faith Movement. It was absolutely horrendous.
Why'd you do that?
When he came out on stage, and he was doing this like weird like talking heads thing where he was dressed like a scarecrow and he had this really big hat that kind of looked like Big Trouble in Little China. It was horrendous. But
how can a hat look like Big Trouble in Little China?
It was this weird like hat, right?
Like the rice field hat.
The club was packed. By the time they finished, there was maybe 10 people left watching.
Oh, wow.
And I spent the entire night over at his merch table talking to his fiance at the time. And then, like, he was going to come out and talk to fans, but he was so pissed off that he didn't.
Yeah.
So I hung out with her for quite a few hours until they got everything set up. Then he came out, and then I got to say hello and all that jazz. But it was the worst concert in the entire world. Corey Feldman and the Faith
I've never
Movement.
heard of people like
Google
leave
it.
like that though.
It was, yeah.
Usually they stick around for unknown reasons.
What was your worst concert?
I can't remember. I can remember seeing like, you know, stuff in the theater. I don't know. I didn't really go to a lot of concerts. You would think that I would remember things.
She's like, I don't remember the worst concert, but I can tell you damn near every time I watched a bad movie. Most Saturday nights.
It's true.
Thank you, husband.
Well, it wasn't a bad concert, but I did have a bad experience. It was Billy Idol, and he was actually playing in St. Louis at a place that was right up the street from where I lived, close enough for me to walk. And I was really excited, love Billy Idol, so I got tickets, and I was like, it got canceled. And so they said whenever they redo the dates to let us know, and they did. And there's no information given out aside from that. Hey, the date's been moved to here this time, and we're like, oh, okay, that's great. And I had to work, so I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I'll just skip the opening acts and head right over because I'll be so freaking tired, right? There were no opening acts.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got to the concert like an hour late. I think I caught 2 songs. I was pissed. I was so pissed because there was no information that was given. And I really looked forward to it. This was when I was working, I think I was working 3 jobs at the time. I was exhausted. I was working like 60-hour weeks. You know, I was in my 20s, early 20s, and on my own, just trying to pay rent, you know, like, and I was so excited. It was like one of the few things I bought for myself, you know, as leisurely time and had space available in my schedule for it. And I was so upset. I caught like 2 songs and that was it.
Did you ever sneak out to a concert?
No.
I did. November 24th, 1994. Me and a friend of mine, my next door neighbor, Brian, we would like, you know, get together and we would like smoke pot and like do all kinds of like stupid stuff. But we drove to Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, PA for the Downward Spiral 9 Inch Nails tour.
Nice. I would have liked them stuff like that, but they never came towards me.
The opening acts were Jim Rose Circus Sideshow and a band that we've never heard of and came out. It was Marilyn Manson.
I remember you telling me.
And we're like, who the hell is this? This is insane. This is amazing. And then afterwards, we hung out. I'm trying to focus the camera, so I'm doing this.
Make faces at it like me.
After the concert, we hung out by the tour buses to meet everybody, and we didn't get to meet everyone, but we were there for so long.
I don't know where
that
the focusing issues.
Let me see if we can get it.
Not that close. I think that's the issue.
There we go. We were there waiting for so long that our car got towed. So we had to call my friend's dad to come get us. So we ended up getting caught because we had a call. But it was a crazy night.
Nice.
Oh, nobody hassles the Hoff.
I once
XX Destiny Rose. XX.
God, I can't remember his name. Ugh.
Have a good night, Scott.
Peter Murphy.
Good evening.
No, I don't think it was Peter Murphy. It's the guy I keep confusing as Peter Murphy.
Jane Lynch?
No. He's not tall and skinny, and that's the thing is I keep thinking he's Peter Murphy, and he's not. He is the lead singer of a similar band, and he went on his own. I don't know what his name is. I'm picturing his face and drawing a blank.
Of course I noticed you guys. We read everything. Sometimes things go scrolling by so fast.
Yeah,
XX Destiny Rose, yeah. XXX. So sometimes we catch it at the corner of our eye, and I caught yours just then.
Is there a name
so thank
like
you.
Murphy, but he's the lead singer of the Murphys. Right. Man, I'm never gonna remember his name. Anyway, he's really loved as a single artist, but also the band, and it's like one of those goth-ish type ones, but it's not fucking Peter Murphy, and I can't remember what the hell his name is. I know he's gay, but like that helps. It's gonna kill me, and then I'm gonna remember, and I'm like, ah!
The guy that I met, that I stalked in California.
Who?
The only person that I really know that was
I don't remember a name.
Morrissey?
Oh, there's that guy.
Let me rephrase. I didn't stalk him. I accidentally stalked him in front of his house while I was taking out the trash.
Stalking means intention, so
yeah,
that doesn't count. I love typo negative. Okay, so went with some friends to go see Peter Murphy, right? Wait, I said it again.
Or Morrissey.
Morrissey. Went with. Why do I keep saying Morrissey? Anyway, and it was my friend and his kind of new girlfriend, and he's an old friend of mine, and I knew her, but we weren't really friends because she was a twat.
Twat waffle.
Just one of those people who's like competitive against, like, if you start dating a guy and they have female friends and like she gets competitive and it's like, we're just friends, man. Like, I've known him for like 15 years. You just joined our group like a week ago. Fuck off. Anyway, so we go in together and we see it. It's packed. I mean, it's packed. I leave them near the bar to use the bathrooms. Bathrooms were all the way over close to the stage, right? On far right. So I make my way back and can't find them. It's also worth pointing out that my friend is shorter than me. He's like 5'2" or so, right? I'm like 5'4", flat foot. I was probably wearing heels too. So he's like 5'2", and it is shoulder to shoulder. She's probably about my height, a little taller. I could not fucking find them. So, in my searching, I ended up running into another friend who was had a table also near the bar. So I was like, perfect, I'll just camp out here with you and keep looking, right? As people pass by.
Thank you, Michelle and the Midnight Society.
I figured they'd have to come back and get a drink, right? Even though we got separated. So, So never found them. Concert ends. I'm still going, what the hell? We came here together. And I just wait till the crowd starts thinning out, right? People start leaving, and eventually I'll have to find them, or they've left me. Either way, it'll work out, right? So I find them in the end after the crowd's thinned out like a lot. And I'm going, oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I couldn't find. I was right here, and where were you guys? Which way did you go? And all that stuff. And it just became like such a pain in the ass because, like, she would not believe a word I said. And kept being like, oh, you just used us, for the concert ticket. First of all, like, I knew who he was, but I didn't really listen to his music. I was kind of just going like, because they asked me to go. And
what was the movie about?
Nobody
About
knows.
1 hour and 25 minutes.
Right. So, like, she's just being a complete bitch, right? And I keep going, so wait, you guys were looking for me, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, but you didn't find me, right? No, we didn't find you. And I'm like, so, but I was looking for you and I didn't find you, right? Yeah. So how come you don't believe that I was looking for you and didn't find you, but you were looking for me and didn't find me? Like, why is it, what? She was just being a bitch. So, like, it wasn't a bad concert experience, but the whole night was just one big pain in my ass.
Big.
So if that counts, sorry, long story. Like, there's, I probably could have made that a lot shorter.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
So our movie on our end has finished. Hopefully, you guys have made it through yours.
I didn't. I
said
up.
You're in for a ride, but I didn't say that it was going to be a good ride.
That's fair.
Or a bad ride. It was
but
a ride.
Know what? This was not as bad as The Stand.
Challenge accepted. I am on a mission to find the worst movies known to freaking man and presenting them to you and you and you and you and you. Thank you, Elvis Stooges.
You know what? You do that and you bring it.
I'm going to bring it.
You bring it.
So my goal is right now we have 132 people watching this. At some point, we're going to have a watch party and only one person will be there, and that'll be us. When that day happens, I know that I have shown the worst movie known to man.
Well, see, it's more of an opinion, though, isn't it? Because you can consider it to be like the worst movie ever.
Diane Franklin did make this movie worth it.
Some people just love it. We are known for loving a few terrible movies ourselves. Like, sometimes a cheesy B-film horror movie is just amazing.
Every movie that I watch, I love. It has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, you do.
Especially the crap. Next week, we are playing a movie that has quite a few famous A-list actors in it.
You picked one already?
Oh, yeah. But it is a B-rated movie.
Okay, but what is it?
To the extreme, with an amazingly quirky and weird soundtrack, with an amazingly weird and quirky man. You guys are going to love it. And it's a remake. Thank you, Oscar. I'm not going to say it out loud. Do you guys want to know what movie we're going to watch?
No.
See, nobody wants to know, but you'll know. I'll play the trailer after this movie, after we say goodbye. But it is a very special movie that's close to my heart.
Do I know it?
No, you don't.
How do you know I don't know it?
I guarantee you don't know it. I guarantee you don't know it. So it's
Thank you.
You guys are gonna love it.
Can I get a hint?
Okay. The movie is a remake of a movie. No, all right. The movie is a remake of a movie that's based on a short story of a famous author, by a famous author.
Well, it's got to be something Stephen King.
That lived in the Florida Keys.
Wait, we just talked about this the other day. He told me he used to live down there, and I don't remember.
Willy Wonka. Oh, I swear, you hit the nail on the head.
I remember. I was listening.
Thank you. I work really hard on my hair color.
Now I really don't remember.
William, thank you, Kunkel. It's I diet every day.
I'll.
If somebody typed the name of the movie, I would kind of lose my mind. It's a different one.
No, I feel like I should be able to know that just by what you said, but you told me we were just talking about an author that lived in the Florida Keys, and you mentioned it because we're talking about the Florida Keys, and I have no idea who it was.
But you're gonna want to tune in for it.
It's not a good one.
It's not horror. It's not science fiction, and it's definitely not comedy, and it's not a drama. It is bizarre. So if you have family members that you don't like, bring them along, because this is the movie for them. Look at her face. Oh, it just makes my day. Oh, gosh. All right.
I don't...
I don't know.
I'll find out after we sign off. He'll tell me.
I ain't saying anything. I'm just leaving you guys all to worry. But next Thursday night is whenever, every Thursday night is whenever we release what movie we're going to be showing on Saturday. So think it over. And who knows, if you're right, you'll find out on Thursday. Bam. Bird Dog has one more question. What is your question, Bird Dog? And then we're going to say goodnight because it's night. Oh, it's early morning.
And you have to work.
TerraVision 2. Man, they are good. I'm just kidding.
I would protest.
You ain't protesting. You ain't
I protest everything.
You ain't protesting nothing. No. You guys are the best. Thank you, Destiny Rose, again. Sean, Chasen, Ruby, Lincoln, Daniel, Amy, the classically deceased.
I don't even think I have a pair of devil horns.
You can get devil horns from the Beetlejuice room at the tribute store, which we should get.
But those are not comfy.
They're pink too. They're not red. They're pink.
But they're the blinky ones, right?
I don't know.
If they're the blinky ones, I have the battery pack, which means they're painful to wear.
She has a ear and
I have a very big ear collection.
Yeah. So
I do.
I don't know. Whatever. With that being said, we thank you guys very, very, very much. There we go. Hold on. I'm just doing this to kind of get...
Poke him in the eye.
Oh, God. It's way over there. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on another Saturday night of Grimm. All night. Another bad movie. Only the best for you guys. We love you guys so freaking much. Hopefully it shows with wonderful Oscar-snubbed movies like this.
This one was bad though, and I know I've said it before that we played some bad movies, but this one was like particularly just a piece of shit.
Visit us at our website grimlifecollective.com and patreon.com. Look for our HHN Beetlejuice giveaway and raffle that's coming up.
I'm so excited.
Thursday is our next movie, and you guys have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay sane, and
hurt myself.
pet a dog.
My excitement. Don't hit a dog.
No, pet a dog.
Oh, pet
what
a
are
dog.
You need to clean your ears out. We love you guys. Until next time. TTFN. Mother Ucker.